Yo, guys, welcome to the first ever episode of my new channel, Newcastle United Talk. This channel will be talking about post matches, talking about the results, transfers. We'll be talking about injuries, starting 11s. But in this video, we will be talking. Well, the main focus is what is going wrong at Newcastle United at the minute. And it's a lot of things. As you can see in this team, we had stability. We had Alexander Isak. You see him on the top corner next to Pope. Um, I think that's Longstaff next to Burn and Gillington, yeah. Um, and that team was brilliant. We just had everything in that team. There is one player there that isn't in that photo, but he has been playing fantastic this season when he is not injured, and it is Bruno Guimaraes. He has been amazing, scoring goals, assisting goals. Every time he's in the pit on the pitch, you see stability in the midfield, and it's just what you want from a team. Because when he's not there, you don't have that because you have Gillette and Tonali and Miley, or not even Miley because Eddie plays him right back, but you have Tonali, Ramsey, and Willock because he doesn't even play Gillette anymore because he's got a younger, better player apparently. But you want Gillette, Bruno, and Tonali in that midfield, and it is a shame because the way we were last season, like this is how the table looked last season. We were fifth in the table. I remember the 3 games prior to this, we played Arsenal, and if we won that game, we would have went above Arsenal, and we did win. I think no, we lost the remaining games of the season. We lost to Everton, but if we won them, we could have finished second that season. But we still got Champions League that year, and we looked like a team that actually wanted to play in the Premier League and in the Champions League, and all of our players looked like players that wanted to actually wear the strip. But in that season, we did win a trophy because, like I said, they looked like they wanted to wear the black and white stripes. You see Isak looking all happy winning the trophy, but everyone knows how his future went out. Um, Wilson, he was a star boy for us since joining under Steve Bruce. Osula, he's finally catching form. Joelinton, Bruno he's electric. I'm glad he got the play in the final. The Fletcher Demos in the background, he never actually ever played a game for us, I don't think. I think he played one Carabao Cup game. But yeah, look, we won a trophy. We were no one wanted to face us because how we played. And now we're just not that team. This is our last 5 games. Lost to Barcelona, we were 2-2. Yeah, okay, 2-2. Alanga scoring both of our goals, so brilliant goals by the way. And then we give away a stupid penalty. And then from then in the second half, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, we got destroyed. And then we went, all right, the Champions League's over. We can just focus on the league now because we're out both cups and we are out the Champions League. We go up against Sunderland. Gordon scores inside 10 minutes. Banging. We're beating our rivals. And then they score twice in the second half because we let it go. Against Palace, we went 1-0 up under Asula. And then we let it go in the 80th and the 90th minute. Against Bournemouth, we went 1-0 down, but Asula equalised. And then we let it go in the 85th minute yet again. Against Arsenal, we let it go in the 8th minute from a stupid set piece. It was a really good goal, but it was a goal we shouldn't have conceded because we should have read it. They come out to him, he shot from outside the box. What I don't get why he played Bernard Miley when he had Trippier and Hall on the bench. It's a game where you need to turn the season around and try and get some results. And he's playing a centre back and a midfielder in the right and left back positions. And we were all over him that game. Voltamadam, he come on, he looked like he was going to change the game. He chipped it over the Whistle, but Whistle was so close to the goal and he skied it. It was. It's so hard to watch this team because I love this team, but it's getting to the point where it's falling out of love with the team because they're just not the club that I used to love. Um, it feels like I'm watching the Mike Ashley era again. Seeing Cisse, come on, Mitrovic. Oh, it's like I would rather have Riviera up front right now. Like That's how bad it's got. And this is where we are in the table, 14th. 14th in the table. 14th in the table after 34 games. Leeds United look like they're going to go up. So if they win their next game, we go down to 15th. Forest. Um, if they win their next game, if Leeds and Forest win their next game, we will go down to 16th, depending on goal difference. And it's shocking. It is shocking, considering the money we spent this season on players, Wissa, Ramsey, Ramsdale, Voltamada, Chow and Alanga. 278,850,000 pounds on players. Wissa, he looked really good at Brentford. Coming in, he's done nothing. Ramsey, yeah, he's okay. Ramsey's not been too bad. Ramsdale, he's been terrible. He should not put a pair of gloves on. He should retire next season. Or he should just go down to League One where he belongs. Baltimore, I don't know an issue with him. He's new, he's young. He was a panic buy. So was Wissa. Chow, I don't have a problem with Chow. He's been amazing. And like he's kind of finding form, but he's done nothing for the amount of money we spent on him. He was amazing with Nottingham Forest, and he's done nothing for us. He scored 3 goals in games that needed to have goals in anyway. He scored a goal. He scored two against Barcelona when we were about to go out anyway. We were 5-0 down against Man City in the semi-final second leg, and he comes on and scores a goal. And it's like, why are you scoring so late on? Why don't you come on, have the mentality? Because yeah, it is hard to find confidence in a team like that because they come from Forest to a bigger team like Newcastle. But the mentality is, it shouldn't be shifted because you're playing against the same players every week that you did in your last team. And yeah, it's a new team, new faces, but you've got players in the box like Voltamani. If you just get a good crossing, he can head it in. You've seen the height of the lad, and no one's using him. They use him as a centre mid. He's not Lennon. You can't change him to a striker to a centre mid. He can play cam, not centre mid, not CDM. Cam or striker, that's it. But there is only someone to blame, and it's Eddie. Eddie Howe is to blame. He's playing the same attacking brand of football. I wouldn't even call it attacking. He's playing the same brand of football that he's been playing since 2022, 2021, when he took over when we were 19th. And it's terrible. Yeah, he's won a trophy for us, but he's taken us as far as he can. And he'll always be one of my favourite managers after Benitez. Um, But there's got to be a time when the Newcastle board looks and they go, okay, we've lost 6 games in a row. Okay, this is the worst form we've had since 2021. Are we going to make a change? Because they did make a change with Steve Bruce because of that form, but it was continuous form, and it is continuous form now with Eddie because he's not putting stability in any of the players. He's putting Jacob Murphy and Jacob Ramsey as our wingers when he's got Harvey Barnes and he's got Alanga on the bench. How is Alanga ever going to prove himself if you're not going to use him? Jacob Ramsey's done all he can for us, and I reckon get on your bike next season, go to Italy or something. Harvey Barnes, get on your bike. Anthony Gordon, get on your bike because you don't look like you want to play for this team. And Eddie, you got to get on your bike. And if I could choose someone to take over, it's got to be this man Mourinho. Jose Mourinho is going to take charge of Newcastle United next season, and I will put money on it. And he will bring this club back to the glory days. Because with the team we got now, we're not going anywhere. We'll be lucky if we stay up. Because I reckon if we keep playing like this, I don't reckon we'll win any games for the rest of the season. 4 games, I reckon 4 losses. We'll finish 17th, 16th. And it's terrible because we finished 5th last season, 7th the season before, 4th the season before, and then we're going back to our old ways. Don't change tactics if you're going to go back to the old ways at the start. You're playing like Steve Bruce. He's playing like Steve Bruce, and he took over Steve Bruce. So that's why this man needs to come in. He's won them all: Premier Leagues, La Ligas, Italian leagues, Champions League, FA Cups, Carabao Cups. He's won them all. Bring him into Newcastle, and you'll see a change. And I bet you, in the next 3 seasons, we will win another trophy. But it makes me laugh because how can we go from this to this? And it's like it's insane how Sunderland, our biggest rivals ever, we haven't beat them in the Premier League in 16 years, and we go and lose against them. And it's like Arsenal, yeah, we were all over them that game. They didn't even deserve that win. How much we were all over them. Osuna was through inside 30 seconds and he misses the ball. And that is what you want from a striker. And that is what this man wants from his strikers at the team. It's terrible from him. And really, he needs a change. The board needs a change at manager. And like I said, this man needs to come in. Jose Mourinho needs to be the next manager. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you like, press the like button, press the notification bell, so you'll be notified when I make a new video. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.